I really think that I need to invest in a power washer. So I have some big news actually. I have found a buyer for the 6R that was just sitting here unused. I don't know if you remember, I've actually got two 6Rs and the Fent on the farm. So 3 tractors is a little unnecessary with the people that I've got working on the farm. It's mainly just me and Jim, Laura doing a little bit, so we really didn't need the 3 tractors. So I've been advertising this one and I've now found a buyer for it. They're going to be coming to collect it this evening actually. So that's quite a significant injection of money as well into the farm, which I'm going to use to start farming some animals as well. So look out for that coming in the near future. Also, I have been looking at the yields information that we got from the 2 arable fields that were harvested. We had a barley field, you can see just over here actually, barley field that we harvested in a wheat field. And I've got the yield maps that came from when we harvested these, so I've been having a look at those. You can see there were some areas of the field that the yields really weren't great. The darker red colours are pretty poor yields really. So other than cultivating this field, which is one of the next jobs I'm going to do, I'm also going to get some soil testing kits so that we can do soil samples from all over this field and the other 2 arable fields, one of which is the one we harvested, and then the 3rd one which is just in a cultivated state at the moment. So I'm going to test the soil across all of those, which will give me better information about where I need to add lime and where I need to add nitrogen to get the soil up to a better condition, ready for the next crop to go in, and hopefully have improved yields on the next crop. So I'll be picking up soil testing kits later on to get some soil samples, and I'm going to get started on doing some cultivating. Well, it's time to go and pick up the cultivator now, and then I've got a few hours this afternoon where I can get started on cultivating the arable fields. So you've probably heard me talking before about this shed. I don't like getting big machinery out of this shed through the narrow doorway. At least the cultivator shouldn't be as bad as when I get the harvester out of here. It's lined up with the doorway and it's not as big, so it should be fine. There we are, it's connected up, hydraulic lines all connected for the bits that fold and move. Let's go. That wasn't too bad, was it? Much easier than getting the harvester out of there. Might as well start on this field, seeing as we're right here. So I'm going to start over here, along this side, and then go up and down in rows and come back and do the headland later. cold really close to the edge of where I'm going. Okay, I'm alright. Right up to the hedge and lift it out. We need to work on getting those turns a bit neater than that, but that was alright. It's time to say goodbye to that second John Deere 6R, which I have sold and it's now being collected. So the guy came to collect it this evening and he's taking it off now. That's given me quite a good amount of money coming into the farm, which I plan to use on possibly a little new machinery and some animals as well. And obviously the machinery associated with having those animals, so quite a bit of money, but I've got plans to spend it, so watch this space, that'll be coming soon. And now back to the cultivating. Gonna get a couple more hours in this evening, hopefully make my way through the majority of this field, and then there is one more field after this that needs doing as well, with the third one having already been cultivated, so the third one's okay. Well, that's all of the cultivating for the big field done. I'm going to leave the cultivator parked here overnight, and then first thing in the morning be back again to move on to the other field, the smaller field, which needs cultivating. Should hopefully have the results from my soil test back very soon as well, so that I can plan what needs doing in each of the fields in terms of getting lime on and getting them fertilised, ready for some new crops to go in, get planted, and hopefully have some good yields off them in the next harvest season if I can carefully plan what I need to do to improve the soil in the fields. I'm off to get some food and then get to bed, and I'll be back first thing in the morning. Here are the results that I've got back from the soil testing that I did. The first page shows me the various soil types. So the really dark colour, silty clay, and then the brown colour is loam, very nice soil. The green is sandy loam, drains better than the clay, and the little bit of yellow right at the bottom of the smaller arable field is loamy sand, so that's very sandy and tends to drain very, very easily there, maybe get a bit dry. The second page shows me the soil pH. This is basically testing the acidity of the soil, where a lower number is more acidic and a higher number is more alkaline. What it's showing me here is that my soils are a little too acidic. So adding lime to the soil reduces the acidity. Gradually the plants use that up as nutrients and it becomes more acidic over the years again. So I need to add some lime to all of the fields to just bring that acidity down a little bit. And the final page shows me the nitrogen values. The red colour, which is covering everything, is very low nitrogen. Nitrogen is one of the most important nutrients that the plants use to grow, so I need to increase the nitrogen values in the field, in all the fields, quite significantly to be able to get better crops in the next harvest period. So I'll be adding fertiliser a couple of times to all of the fields, which will add nitrogen to allow the plants to use that to grow. So I've got quite a lot of work to do there. I do have a sprayer for spreading liquid fertiliser, which will increase the nitrogen values. I need to buy a little bit more equipment actually, which is a lime spreader. Lime comes as pellets, it's basically small pellets, so the liquid fertiliser sprayer can't deal with that. It needs a separate solid fertiliser or lime spreader, so I'll have to buy one of those. And I need to get onto the agricultural supplies and order some fertiliser and some lime itself as well, so that I can get all of this done, and then plan what crops are going to go in each of the arable fields as well. So loads of work coming up, but for now, on with the cultivating of the smaller arable field. Morning, Jim.
Morning. Alright, what are we on with today then?
Well, yesterday I cultivated the large arable field just here, and we've got the smaller one still to do, so if you can get on with that, I need to go and windrow all of the hay, which is now dried, and get that baled. So I'll do that with the Fent, you get on with the cultivating in the 6R. And the other 6R, I sold that yesterday. The buyer came to collect it, so that's gone now.
Alright, that's good news. So that was a bit of a waste of money sitting there, wasn't it? So, what are you going to use the money for?
Well, probably buy some more animals back into the farm again. So David used to have all sorts of animals, didn't he? But I'm thinking probably start with a few sheep, and then maybe move into some cows as well. I'll have to spend quite a bit of money on cows, both buying them and equipment that I need, so I'm not sure whether to do that right now or wait a little bit longer.
Alright, yeah, it'll be good to see some animals back on farm. Anyway, I'll go get on with this cultivating now. Catch you in a bit.
Yep, see you soon. Alright, so Jim's taking that off to start cultivating in the fields across the road over there. I'm going to grab the Fent and head down to the dealer and pick up a windrower that they've got in stock for me. Fairly small one, but that's all I need at the moment. And then I can windrow the grass, make sure everything's rowed up neatly, and then start baling. And then we'll have those hay bales, maybe sell a few of them, store some of them, ready for animals to come into the farm. Looks like Jim's ready for a quick getaway tonight. Left his Land Rover there instead of bringing it in the yard. Here's my latest purchase. It's a windrower, about 8 metres wide, made by Samash. It's a few years old, but it's in pretty good condition actually. Had a few of these tines replaced, so it's all good, ready to go to work. So I'm going to get going now and start windrowing the hay, ready to bale it. Just trying to get into that corner, but I'm also aware that the baler won't actually be able to get right into the corner, so might lose a little bit of the hay in the corner, but that's not the end of the world. Oh, there's a lot of birds in that tree, aren't there? It'd be much easier if fields were just rectangles, wouldn't it? I need to try and avoid hitting this sheep trough, and also leave space so that I can get the baler through here as well afterwards. So if I go there like that, I think I'll be able to get the baler in to collect that row as it goes up towards the sheep trough. And then go around the side. I'm going to leave that bit of hay that's there for now. And then try and continue that same row over this side. Okay, perfect. Maybe not quite so perfect. Well, that's not quite straight, is it? Never mind. Close enough. Okay, so then if I start another row over this side of the field, I should be able to go back down the other side of those troughs. I need to get all this baled in before Jim sees it as well. Tells me what a mess I'm making of it. Perfect. Okay. Yes, this is all working well now. Alright, so I've got a decent section of the field now where I can just hopefully just go and make straight lines. bit of this field now. It's gone very well actually, apart from being a bit messy at the start. It's all gone okay, mostly straight lines. It's going to be reasonably easy to pick up with the baler. And I'm going to go and do the other field now. And then I'll bring the baler back, get this hay baled. And I guess then I can start collecting the bales in. So I've got the same thing to do here, go all the way around the edges again, the difficult bit, and then once I've done that, it should be reasonably easy, just going up and down in straight lines. So I don't think it's going to take me too long to get this field done once I've managed to sort the edges out. I'm going to start down in this bottom corner, go along the wall. Go all the way around the edges and then just up and down in rows through the middle. Most of the trees are on the other side, so I've dealt with them already. This wall's a little bit neater to deal with than the other side. I'll just row up this last little bit as well. And then I'm done in this field. There we go, that's it. And lined up with the gateway to get out as well. Once I've folded the machine up, obviously. Alright, so that's 2 fields of hay rowed up, ready to collect in with the baler. So I will just catch up with Jim, see how he's getting on with cultivating in that arable field. And then I'm going to bring the baler in here and start baling up this hay. I've decided I'm going to keep the new windrower in this shed, but the baler's in there at the moment as well. I'm going to just get the baler out and then put the windrower in, and the baler can go back in afterwards. But the baler's a bit smaller, so it can just squeeze in the corner. There's the baler next to the seeder, so I'm going to put the windrower back in here where I'm getting the baler from, and then the baler can go a bit further over. So the baler needs its PTO connected and hydraulics, that's all in. Ready to go. Keep the gate out of the way while I'm baling. I think I'm going to start with the rows that go this way, do all the rows that go this way across the field, and then I'll come back and do the 2 at the end afterwards. The headland rows. So I'm going to make a start down here. So I've just got the last headland row to collect for this field now, and then I can move on to the next field over there. Alright, that's that field finished. Why are there so many birds down this end of the field? Wow. Must be something down here that they all like. Same plan in this field, I think. I'm gonna go basically all the rows that go up and down this way, and then just do the 2 headland rows at the end. Well, I'm on the last row of this field now. That bale's a bit unfortunately positioned, but I can squeeze past it. So just collecting this little bit here, and then that's all of the hay done. Tomorrow I'll get the telehandler out and stack all the bales onto the trailer, load them up. I'm probably going to sell some of them, I think, but store quite a few of them at the farm as well, ready for getting some animals. Perfect, just got to the end as the baler got full. Excellent, so can turn that off. That's all of my baling done. There's quite a lot of bales to collect in there, as you can see. So I'll get the telehandler and the trailer out tomorrow and bring all those bales in. Now I'm going to go and see how Jim's getting on with the cultivating. Hopefully he'll just about finish that smaller of the arable fields now. We'll then, in the next few days, start doing things like spreading lime, fertilising, and planting the next crops, ready for the next year's harvest. So I'm going to leave the video there. Thank you as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.